Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is PunFood, or just Pun if you prefer. And in between parts, I defeated 2 more trainers to get Aerial Ace. Oh my god, I'm so glad I did that. Can anyone learn that? That'll give us a huge advantage considering, like, no... Oh, I also found an Adamant Mint. This isn't really useful for anyone right now. No, nobody can learn it anyway. Like, literally, my team is not doing the best right now. Okay, I got new... Oh, okay. Anyway, with that done, we can basically get straight into the gym battle if it weren't for a couple things. First off, I want at least one of the team members to be 14 before even going into the gym test. Second of all, I realized that I skipped right over these Terra Crystals. These Terra Crystals are host to Terra Raid battles. They give you LP just for interacting with them, so it's good to do that. But also I was hoping maybe this would be a potential team member that I wanted to add, but just couldn't find in the area. Because sometimes these crystals spawn Pokemon that... spawn Pokemon that sometimes aren't normally found in that particular area, or maybe are rarer in that area. I don't think they spawn ones that aren't even found there. Anyway, but not too interested. We could do it for EXP candies, but I don't think we need to. So, how am I going to get EXP? Well, I already battled that guy. He's still hanging around. The first thing that I want to do for potentially getting EXP is I want to finish up and catch some of the Pokemon in the area that I kind of skipped over before. Starting with Kricketot, probably my favorite bug type from the Sinnoh region. Oh no, Yanmega is an evolution of Yanma, never mind. I really like Kricketune, probably one of the better regional bugs in my opinion. It could do with a 3rd stage, honestly, just for stats. Like, you could keep it the same Kricketune. I used one on my Shining Pearl playthrough. I used a Kricketot / Kricketune on my Shining Pearl playthrough. And it worked out pretty fine. I don't remember if I was over-leveled, but yeah. Anyway, when its antennae hit each other, it sounds like the music of a xylophone. We don't need to. But this... Well, at least Kricketune has, like, the most iconic cry in all of Pokemon. So, if we ever see one, I guess we'll encounter it and see what it, and hear its cry for ourselves, but... I already have Squovet, I already have Jigglypuff. Has to be some Pokemon that I missed, around here somewhere. There's this little bit down there. The matter is, how do I get up out of there just in case... I mean, I guess I could always teleport back. But what I want is, yeah, not to encounter the level 27 Vespiquen, but rather to encounter the level 10 Combee. We're gonna just throw a Pokeball and see how it works. Well, we know how a Pokeball works, but I mean, like, how well it does. Alright, got a Combee. That's pretty good. So, okay, level 13. Not bad. The trio is together from birth. It constantly gathers nectar from flowers to please Vespiquen. Combee, like, I don't know. It would be cool if they made, I think they either need to make more gender-exclusive evolutions, i.e., you know, whatever, but they need to have a non-gender exclusive evolution to make up for it, too. But I do think it would be nice to see more, like, more new stone evolutions, particularly for the, Dawnstone, in particular, I'm thinking. Paldea gave us new stone evolutions, which we haven't gotten aside from, like, evolutions being retconned to use stones. Glaceon and Leafeon, that is. You know, or, like, Magnezone. Instead of high magnetism place, it's, you know, now a Thunderstone. But, aside from those retcons, Paldea introduced new stone evolutions, but Like, not really. I know I said that I would do a lot of this off part, so that we could get straight into the gym battle, but, like, I'm now just realizing how, not underleveled, but just how low-leveled it feels like we are. I also don't have a concrete answer to the bug type, which kind of sucks, because it's weak to rock, bug, and rock, flying, and fire. So you would think I would have a better definitive answer for bug types, but I don't. So, ooh, you're new. I can at least get some EXP by catching you. Okay, I'm gonna try to get to the gym before the 10-minute mark, but I'm really trying to also get my Pokemon to either all level 13 or like at least one to level 14, you know? Except for Gimmighoul, Owlure, you know. Oh, Owlure is leveling up. Okay. Florian is level 14. I guess it's fine. Okay. It toughens up by slamming into thick trees over and over. It gains a sturdy body and a dauntless spirit. Makuhita is probably one of my least favorite, like, Pokemon of all time. I don't hate it. It's just really not my thing. I don't know, something about it. I guess to me, if the eyes were... I don't know, if the eyes were round, I think maybe I could get behind the idea of Makuhita more. But they're not, so... I don't know. Oh, here's a rock-type, thing. It's a rock-type Rookie D. No thanks. Okay. Let's just head back to town. Heal up our Pokemon, and, go into the gym. The gym test, that is, because you have to do like multiple things before you can actually fight the gym, and it's a whole thing. Anyway, I do like that this game I kind of, on the one hand, like that this game has a separate day-night cycle from... Oh yeah, now that we've left the school, there's a separate day-night cycle. Left the tutorials, but there's a separate day-night cycle for, you know, now the day-night cycle goes for like 72 minutes is like a day, I think. But, you know, now we actually have like a day-night cycle. I guess before going in, I do want to check Pokedex, rewards. I have enough for a Great Ball. I have enough for a Thunderstone. Not quite enough for the Ultra Ball. But yeah, we've got 33 and we've battled 42. We probably won't be completing the Pokedex because that would require like trading and all that jazz. It's not that hard. And I guess I could always show you my complete one on my other file. Anyway, this guy here. Do you have the Pokemon called Flabebe? You can get an early game Snom if you have a Flabebe, and I believe Flabebe... I want to say Flabebe spawn down here sometimes. Not certain on that, though. But that is an early game Ice type if you want it, you know. Ice types are usually relegated to kind of late game, so having the option for an early game one's good. Draining Kiss, not that useful. Unfortunately, Owlure isn't going to be the most useful because of how Owlure can only know Astonish and Tackle, I believe, until it evolves. Evolving it is another matter. But I'm pretty fine with this team going into the gym, so I didn't even get over the ledge before it stopped me to point out, this is a gym. It looks like this. And then I have to... Oh my god, okay. Not entirely blaming the game. I kind of knew that would happen, but also, like... I'm to some extent blaming the game. Making a save during the middle of a recording is not a good idea, but I usually save before... gyms and stuff, just... And, like, right after getting cutscenes and things, just to not have to redo it. Anyway. Oh, hey, Pun Food! Came to see this gym, huh? That can only mean one thing. You're out to earn some gym badges and take on the Pokemon League, aren't you? Yeah, I guess so. Yes! I knew it! I'm so glad I asked you to do it. Before you can battle the gym leader, you've got to pass a certain challenge set by them. Their gym test. Every gym's test is different. If you ask the lobby staff about it, they'll tell you what's up. Here, have these. When you use them, consider it me healing up your Pokemon. 3 super potions. I'm so glad you're aiming to be a champion too. This is the best news ever. Man, I'm so excited I can barely stand still. Guess I'll just go battle every trainer I run into. The delivery was a little bit scuffed on my part, but whatever. Hello. Welcome to the Cordondo Gym. Let me register you as a challenger. Your name is Punfood, yes? Yep. Great. Now, in order to face the gym leader, Katie, you'll first need to pass the gym test. Here at the Cordondo Gym, that means taking part on the olive roll. Olive production is a big part of life in Cordondo. We've held the Olive Harvest Festival here each year for generations to usher in bumper crops. Don't clue what that is. It's probably a agriculture terminology. Anyway, to pass our gym test, you'll need to roll an olive-shaped ball all the way to the goal. Your efforts should help ensure we get a great olive harvest next year, too. How does that... Really? How does that... Okay, whatever. The staffer over at the olive rolling field will explain the rules to you in further detail. I'll register the location on your map app. It's just to the north of town. Now get out there and have fun. Alright then. Yep, everything looks good. So we just gotta head on over there and take part in that, and then we can fight the gym leader. I'm not a fan of this game's gym tests. I think Sword and Shield had the better idea of a gym test. I wasn't a fan that for the Dragon Gym, they just did a cop-out. Older Pokemon games basically just had mazes littered with trainers. And that's kind of what Sword and Shield had too, to some extent. And that's why it was probably one of the better ones. But I don't think all this game's gym tests are bad. This one, I would say, is probably... Thinking about all the gym tests... This one's probably the third weakest, so it's placed like number 6 of, 8. I guess. I don't know. I can only think of 2. Actually, never mind. This one's one of the better ones. I think top 4. Hold on. I'll gather my thoughts after we actually start it. Hello. Welcome to Olive Rolling Field. Gym test's all about stamina. They say that, but like they haven't implemented the Breath of the Wild stamina bar. I guess Tears of the Kingdom now, but whatever. Ready to start? Yeah, whatever. Basically, this is kind of a maze. It's kind of a maze, but it's more of like a race. I wish this was actually timed, but it's not. You just have to get it to the other side. So it's basically just a maze. But this one... Would I rate... Honestly, this one might be one of the better ones in the game. I prefer 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 to this one. Not a fan of that one. That one could be better. Not a fan of that one. So this one's either 5th or 4th on my list of gym tests in this game. And as a whole, this one's just okay. I think it just hits the standard Pokemon like maze, fight some trainers to take shortcuts and, get to the end. But, yeah. I definitely think there could be some better... There's potential here. Oh, there's a Kricketune. There's the Woof. Anyway, it's level 13, so we're going to hit it with a Nuzzle. Hopefully not die to a tackle. Good. The Nuzzle will inflict paralysis. And then we can send in... I guess we'll send in Lisa. So, unfortunately, this gym isn't the hardest, but it's definitely one of the ones that you're not going to steam throw steamroll immediately unless you pick Fuecoco. Simply because unless you go out east first, there aren't a lot of options for rock types, and the flying type options there are options for at the very beginning. None of them are new to this game at the very beginning, so until you go a little bit out east or even further out west. So yeah. Anyway, that lowered attack, that's not the best. We will go for another Fury Swipes. It's paralyzed, so it should hopefully not move? No, okay. It is strong. That's the power of evolved Pokemon in the early game. And that's why bug types are actually pretty decent early game. And bug types can be decent later. I mean, look at Scizor. Ooh, free switch, good. Scizor is a pretty decent late game bug type, and so is Heracross. They're just not the best options. Late game, you might struggle to make them work. I know for certain that in a recent playthrough that I did of this game, Wooper, even after evolving in the late game, I benched it like for the rest of the end games just because it didn't have the stats to really measure up to the challenges we were facing in the late game. Ooh, Poison Fang, that's really good. Anyway, yeah, but Wooper in its evolution didn't have the stats to really stand up to a lot of late game challenges. It could do work, it just wasn't the best. And it wasn't adding too much to the team in terms of typing and diversity. You know, Fido's final evolution might be in a similar situation to some extent. I think that one of the reasons why Wooper got benched late game is also because of just how, you know, I was playing that game with a team of like only 8 Pokemon, so I only could bench 2 late game as opposed to picking 18 Pokemon, 1 for every type, you know? Anyway, auto heal, please. Let's auto heal up you guys so we can at least take more hits when we fight him. Gotta earn your shortcuts. Kinda true. Also, it doesn't make much sense why we're doing the olive roll for a bug type gym. Especially since she's not a, using olives in her baking. She's using, what do you want to call it? Like sweet sugar, flour, probably. Anyway, we did Nuzzle, so now it's paralyzed. Ooh, yes. Okay, cool, free turn. Let's, I guess, just try to take it out with Palmera. Supersonic. Not concerned. Let's just keep Thunder Shocking. Oop. Well, I guess we'll switch now. I guess it just makes sense to switch now, actually, just because, like... and let's send in Spine to try and put in more, effort. We're only about 20 minutes in, and we're almost to the gym battle. This is going okay. Anyway. Poison Powder won't work on me. I'm a poison type. Poison types are immune to being poisoned. Electric types are immune to being paralyzed. Fire types are immune to being burned. Ice types are immune to being frozen. Rock types, steel types, and ground types are immune to Sandstorm. Dark types are immune to Prankster. Fairy types are immune to, Dragon? Is Fairy only immune to Dragon? Is that their only thing that they have? I thought Fairy had another effect thing. Anyway, Grass is immune to Powder moves, and also, like, it might just be Powder moves. Maybe they're immune to Leech Seed? I can't remember. We got confused. Okay. Do we try to break... We'll just try to break through the confusion. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, okay. Wait. It said it wasn't very effective. Bug resist poison. Did that say it wasn't very effective? I thought... Hold on. It was showing... I was fighting against, a Spupa earlier, and it said that poison was neutral. Whatever, let's just finish up the challenge. You can also totally just get the olive over the top of the fencing, but I chose not to do that because I do need the levels. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna set Spine up front for the gym battle, though. Anyway. Things in the basket, whatever. Was I saying something about olive? It didn't make sense for this gym. I'm hoping that it's not too late to back out and read the description for a thing. It might be, though, because we started the olive roll. Anyway, this should boot us out to outside the olive roll pen, so I can hopefully just visit a Pokemon Center and get my PP back. Okay, I know it's been 9 years, but I think to some extent it would be cool if they made, like, them... I understand that, moves having PP is funny, but I also feel like it's not very, like, power points. How is, like, it could get confusing with, like, base power. Like, it should be, like, EP or something for, like, energy points or whatever. But I guess power points can make sense. It just feels a little weird to have, like, a base power of a move, but also power points. Just from my perspective. Anyway. That's the team. Probably know just about everything. Cool. That's fine. Right. I wanted to see if on the map... report... Oh, it's too late to read it. That's something I'll have to remember for next time. But each gym leader has, like, a little description you can pull up if you hover over them. But since I started the gym test, it unfortunately is not. But the little, like, what do you want to call them? Summaries, descriptions can tell you, she's a real force among gym leader. Like, it'll say... a real force, or over here it'll say, like, I guess the Titans probably wouldn't have one, but, like, a first stop, like, they'll tell you their approximate difficulty. Anyway, bit late for that. Everything's looking fine. No one can use that, but berries, right, okay. I'm going to give an Oranberry to Lisa simply for the Unburden ability. Just in case that wants to, in case we get backed into a corner. But we really shouldn't. Katie is fairly easy. But if we lose here, we lose here. We're going in not quite under level, just a little bit. But basically, Florian is sitting out for this one to some extent. More than usual. Yeah, I won't swap him off the team just yet. Okay. Alright. We got like 6 minutes to do this gym battle. Yeah. I was on a roll. Anyway. Challenge the gym leader. Would I like to? Yes. I am ready. The sugar bug. Very well. Allow me to show you to the battle court. It feels like they intended this to be a grass-type gym, but then they, like, swapped or moved them around. Just the general vibes from the town. It feels more like grass-type, especially considering... I guess bugs are commonly associated with, like, grass and trees and stuff, but we're on top of a tree. That feels like grass. Anyway. Voice time. I'm going to take a sip of something before... water. Eat up, my cute little Vivian. Falloon! Oh, what a lovely trainer you are. Thank you very much for your skillful olive rolling. It was quite impressive. Oh, did I forget to introduce myself? Forgive me. My name is Katie, and I'm the owner here at Patissier Soapberry. Oh, that's right. I'm not in my shop. I'm on duty as leader of the Cortando gym right now. Forgive me. My name is Katie, and I am the gym leader here in Cortando. My main line of work is crafting sweets as a pastry chef. Little sweets that bring happiness with just one bite. Bug-type Pokemon hiding in foliage. Both are small and yet very powerful. Don't let your guard down, unless you would like to find yourself knocked off your feet. I hope I did her voice okay, but I'm trying, not to go into my super high head voice, you know? I guess maybe this would be more appropriate, but this is like my Peach voice, you know? I guess generic girl character voice. Whatever. You're challenged by Gym Leader Katie. Sending out Nimble, which I would love to have on the team, but it's too high level right now. Don't take my bug-type Pokemon lightly. You'll be in a world for a world of pain if you do. Alright, first things first. Yeah, Poison is neutral against Bug. I don't know why. Anyway. But Poison is resistant to Bug. Good to know. Oh, is Venonat part Poison? Venonat's part Poison. That's why it resists Poison. Oh, okay. I didn't even look at that. I forgot Venonat's part Poison. Anyway, we set up Toxic Spikes. We're going to set up more Toxic Spikes. It's going to be lowering our special attack, but that hardly matters when we're setting up Toxic Spikes. Honestly, Spine could probably solo this battle if I was using healing items to, heal the damage that those Struggle Bugs did. Well, I mean, to some extent, even without healing items. We're taking minimal damage, and it's lowering our special attack as opposed to our normal attack. Anyway, the gym leader theme in this game is not my favorite. It's just a little funky. They do add various, instruments and stuff, but I hear some sort of strings in the back. But the energy feels like the da-da, or whatever. I'm kind of waiting for it to do it again. Yeah, the da-da-da-da feels like it could be the start of da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, something more energetic. But this kind of feels like we're not really fighting an actual battle. It kind of feels more like we're just sitting around. Ooh. I thought it would do less. Because it was it did 4 on that other one, I think, or maybe I miscounted. Whatever. We're going into Palmera, simply to try and get more EXP, but also because Nuzzle. Oh, Palmera isn't actually going to be that useful because we set up the Toxic Spikes. And interesting. We'll stay on set mode, essentially. Though there is no technical set mode in this game. Anyway. Wait. Is the music dynamic so that when they reach their next Pokemon that has a bit more pep to it? It sounds like that's what's going on. Because before it kind of felt like it was building to something and never quite getting there. But now this is using very similar notes as the first part of the song. But it has a bit more energy. Okay, maybe this theme isn't as bad as I, thought it was. I don't know. Dynamic music can be okay. But I think it's better saved for, dynamically shifting to when you're in battle to when you're not. Not during the same battle, especially a gym leader. I think it would have been better if the gym leaders just had a more this theme from the start, and if they wanted to add more from this, because the first part does feel a bit empty, in my opinion. This game doesn't have weak music at all. I'm just saying that compared to the Sword and Shield gym leader music for sure, and even some of the earlier Pokemon generations, yeah, this theme isn't as good. It's probably better than Gen 6, as much as I love Gen 6. The gym leader theme was just kind of like a... It sounded like all techno and like with just kind of like tech... Well, it also had like the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know. Either way, this theme being dynamic isn't really the best. Like, I understand why, to some extent, it is dynamic. Especially going into the... that's fine. We can probably have Roll sit out for the next... I need to fix the... Sort of readjust the controller to stop the drift. Anyway. So to some extent, I get why they have dynamic music, but it would have been better if they just had this theme the whole battle, and then the last Pokemon could have the dynamic change because of how generational gimmicks work. Anyway, this thing's strong, but luckily we have out our Fairy type to resist Bug-type moves. Gym leaders in this game... Now, my little Pokemon, time to break free from your cocoon. I didn't get the rest. But gym leaders in this game terrestrialize a Pokemon not of their gym's typing to be their gym's typing. In this case, she terrestrializes Teddiursa into a bug type because it fits with her whole, pastry thing with like bears and their love of honey, But it also fits with the whole idea of a bugbear. Oh, Fury swipes. It knows that Fury Cutter's resisted. Okay. It's going to take poison damage, though, so that's good. We have it toxic, so... Oh, I should have used Baby Doll Eyes. Ooh. Okay. Feast your eyes on my shining bug decoration, though this one's not so sweet. Fury Cutter, we resist it. It's going to try to build Fury Cutter power. Did 7 damage. We can stall it out, sorta. If we go down, we go down. But we'll use Baby Doll Eyes. Baby Doll Eyes is actually a priority move, meaning that it'll basically always go first, except for different tiers of priority, which I don't even remember what moves fall into what tiers, so I can't be certain. Unfortunately, Fury Cutter did have its power upgraded, and it landed a crit, which does go through the stat debuff. So that kind of sucks. But... it's taking damage, and we can send out Lisa. We have an Oranberry to recover 10 HP should we fall below half, but the main thing we want to do is 50 base power. I think Poison Fang's better. We'll go for the Poison Fang. Not quite take it out, but it definitely dies to poison. Hope we live the Fury Cutter. It's 3 times... Yes, we do! Okay. We eat the Oranberry. We probably didn't need to do this. We probably could have saved the Oranberry, but whatever. It's not going to show off the Unburden? I'm pretty sure we have Unburden. Is it... Am I mistaken? Or maybe did it prioritize, it knew that it would die to poison, so it prioritized that? I don't know. Quick attack? Sure, it's better than Scratch. Cool. Anyway, Quick Attack actually has saved me a couple times, where it's I barely don't kill something and I'm low in health and, whatnot. Oh, my sweet little Pokemon dropped like flies. You guys know what flies are? You have, Cutie Fly, and that's it. That's, the only fly I can think of in the Pokemon world. Anyway. Your strength rose during our battle like a nice bread in the oven. I feel that I may need to work on my own strength as well. Congratulations, you passed. As proof of your victory against me, the gym leader, allow me to present you with this gym badge. I hope you enjoy it alongside a heaping serving of some of my deluxe handmade treats. Alright, our first badge. The bug badge, I guess. For Victory Road. And after every not just gym badges, but after every badge, you get a little picture depicting, you celebrating your win, I guess. In this case, we're with Katie eating sweets. Nice picture. With one gym badge in your possession, Pokemon of up to level 25 will be easier to catch and will listen to your commands as well. I see you have quite the appetite as well. How about a little TM as a frosting on the cake? Pounce. Okay, move. I don't know if we'll teach it to anyone. It lowers the target's speed, but it's only 50 base power. Anyway, once you found a TM during your travels, you can then use a TM machine to make copies of that TM. You did know that, right? Yes, I did. I wish you luck in your future adventures. May they be as sweet and lovely as a good dessert. Off you go then, until we meet again. Alright. Is it gonna be Nimona running back in to say, hey, you beat a gym, good job? Oh my god, there's so much dialogue. I should have done the gym slightly earlier. I shouldn't have. Well, actually, I don't know if I would have won. Anyway. Hey, Nimona. Hey, Pun Food! Just had to tell you, my Pokemon are learning some pretty cool new moves. Be ready. How'd it go at the gym, by the way? I think I lost her voice, but I'm just trying to end the episode. I passed. Yes! I mean, it was obvious you were going to pass, but congrats! I'm so glad I encouraged you to take on the gyms. Nice job, Pass Me. I'm training hard too, by the way. Day and night, going all over the place to boot. Thank goodness we got the map app. It helps a ton with figuring out where to go next, especially in a huge place like Paldea. After all, the path to getting stronger usually has some strange stops and detours. Speaking of going to strange places, I wonder what Arvin's up to. Anyway, catch you later. I hope you know I'm gonna want to battle if we run into each other. I know. Anyway, that was the game's subtle hint that you don't have to just focus on doing one story at a time. You can do all of them simultaneously, and you should do all of them simultaneously for the best experience. Anyway, I mean, in my opinion, you could train separate teams for each path, but whatever. I do need to heal my Pokemon, but we'll heal them and progress with the adventure next time! But for now, my name has been and will be tomorrow, and the day after that, 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 and I wish my thing would stop being... Anyway, and it always will be Pun Food. You know, this episode is nearing 40 minutes long, but I wouldn't really say that it bugs me.